Some lawmakers are raising the alarm over a popular energy drink.
Yeah, this drink has 6 times the caffeine of a can of Coke and poses a health risk to teens and children.
Gloria Pazmino reports.
It's one of the hottest trends of the summer. Now, the influencer-created energy drink Prime is facing growing scrutiny.
This is an eye-popping level of caffeine for a young kid's body.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is calling on the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to investigate the product. Prime energy drinks contain more than double the caffeine of a can of Red Bull and 6 times more caffeine than a can of Coca-Cola.
The amount of caffeine in these drinks can give children and teens headaches. It can give them jitters, nervousness. It can interfere with the sleep cycle, which is so important to the developing brain.
According to its website, the company does not recommend the energy drinks for anyone under the age of 18. Still, Schumer claims the company is targeting children through social media.
Kids see it on their phones as they scroll, and then they actually have a need for it.
The company also sells a caffeine-free drink called Prime Hydration, but there are concerns the branding between the two products are too similar.
Because the product is billed as a hydration and sports drink in its other near-identical form, kids are likely to ingest cans of this stuff with the parents being unaware.
I'm Gloria Pazmino reporting.
Childhood cancer diagnoses have been trending up in the U.S. That's according to a new study in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute. It uses CDC medical record data for kids up to 19 years old and found an 8% increase between 2003 and 2019. However, cases are still down from 2016. The researchers say leukemia is the most common type, while melanoma is declining.
Over the past few years, more young people have ended up in the hospital due to marijuana use. That's according to a new study by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The study analyzed nearly 540,000 cases nationwide where people under 25 years old wound up in a hospital due to complications of cannabis use. Researchers found from 2019 to 2022, cannabis-related emergency department visits increased among kids, teens, and young adults. They also noted large increases in visits among kids less than 10 years old.
The Biden administration is looking to reduce the level of harmful lead dust in millions of homes, schools, and child care facilities. They're proposing new federal rules that will compel the owners of buildings built before 1978 to clean up the toxic dust. Many of those homes were painted with lead-based paint. Lead exposure in children can lead to brain and organ damage as well as learning disabilities. The Environmental Protection Agency says lead paint is still in about 31 million older houses, and 3.8 million of those have 1 or more children under the age of 6.
Family game night could help make learning math more fun for kids. That's according to a new study. Researchers reviewed 19 studies that looked at the individual impact of 25 games on learning. The studies used different tests to measure things such as arithmetic speed and accuracy. In more than 30% of the games, kids saw a significant improvement in math ability compared to those who didn't play. The studies included games like dominoes and chutes and ladders. The games were introduced on average of 20 minutes per day, twice a week for a month and a half.